Hey y'all, happy Mommy Monday and cheers to another successful Behind Bomb week.
Seven days a week, but I only get this one day. Kids been on 10 from like Friday to Sunday. 9 o'clock bedtime, school in the morning. Grab a glass of wine, cause it's time for Mommy Monday. Me, myself, and I, it's time, it's time. It's time for Mommy Monday, yeah. Get back unwind. It's time, it's time, it's time. It's time, it's time, it's time. It's time, it's time, it's time. It's Mommy Monday. It's Mommy Monday. It's Mommy Monday. It's Mommy Monday. 7 days a week, but I only get this one day. Kids been on 10 from like Friday to Sunday. 9 o'clock bedtime, school in the morning. Grab a glass of wine, cause it's time for Mommy Monday.
Happy Mommy Monday, ladies, and cheers to a Mom Behind Mom Week. So, I don't know if you guys were able to finish your mood boards. 2 people sent me theirs, and I have not been able to finish mine. Last week has been very, very busy. On top of that, my mom was in town. My mommy was with me for a week. So I spent as much time with her as possible. But I will definitely be finishing mine up and, of course, showing to you guys, okay? I hope that you ladies have been being obedient to your body, or being obedient to your mental state, your emotions, your physical, your spiritual aspect of yourself. I just hope you guys have been listening to yourselves so that you are maintaining and staying in the best shape that you can be for yourself first and foremost, and then of course for your babies. So this week I want to talk to you guys about preserving. We all know you preserve flowers. They have made it a thing to preserve bodies. So we all know what preserving is, point blank, period. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about just preserving yourself as a mom. And most importantly, like I always tell you guys, as a woman, what are you doing to preserve those important aspects of yourselves? Because we know that life comes, life hits us. And so we know that when we're dealing with that, a lot of times it's very easy to get away from yourself. So I do not have my other device with me, and so I'm going to try to remember off the top of my head what the question was. But I believe somewhere along the line she asked me, and I get this question a lot as a mom and as a wife, how am I preserving basically my womanhood? And so like I told her, I said I try to be mindful of times that I feel like I may be getting away from myself, times that I feel like I am not taking proper care of myself. And I know a lot of this may sound like we are all beating a dead horse, but it's basically all entwined with one another. Of course, mommyhood, being a woman, when you're being a wife, just overall, it's all basically mushed in with one another. So how am I preserving my womanhood? I am taking time and realizing that I have to pay attention to myself. It's okay for me to pay attention to my children. It's okay for me to pay attention to my husband and other things that I may be involved in. But I also make it a priority to pay attention to myself, to make sure that I am hearing myself, because your body will tell you when you need to slow down. Your body will tell you when it's about to give up. Your body will tell you, okay? And so I just make it a priority of myself to just pay attention to myself when I see that I'm not doing the things that I used to do. I'm used to like keeping my nails done. I'm used to keeping my hair done. I'm used to, dressing nice. I'm used to smelling good. I'm used to doing, the things that keep me girly. Because for some women, such as myself, I'll speak for myself. I'm girly, but I'm like tomboy girly. You know what I'm saying? And so, and then it doesn't make it any better that I am a Libra. So, we're a scale. So I try my best to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do to keep myself balanced. I don't look for it. I don't look to receive it, from anyone else, such as my children or even my spouse. I try to figure out ways to keep myself balanced. And so a lot of times that's basically like just coming back to yourself, remembering who you are, remembering the things things that you like to do, remembering what is keeping you happy, what is keeping you motivated besides the children. Because like I told you guys before, which we all know, these children will be grown one day and they will be out on their own. They will not be stunting us mamas. You know what I'm saying? And so, what are you doing to make sure that you are preserving your womanhood? What are you doing? You know, you're giving so much out, you're dishing so much out, but what are you doing to preserve you? And so, I just wanted to just leave you guys with that nugget because she asked me that somewhere along the lines, and so I basically told her that I just do things that I know will keep me up, you know, will keep my spirits up. I like to, again, look good. So what am I doing to make sure that I look good? You know, I try to work out as much as possible. I try to eat right. I do slip up a lot of times, but I'm just making sure that overall I'm in a good state, you know, mentally, physically, emotionally, and most important, spiritually. So I think that to overall preserve the woman, your womanhood, make sure that you are, at the end of the day, getting back to yourself. It's okay to be all those things for other people, but at the end of the day, you need to make sure that when you lay your head down on that pillow, that you are happy with yourself. You need to make sure that you are content with yourself. You need to make sure that you are not letting yourself go. You need to make sure that you are keeping yourself, because before you were anyone else's, you were yours. Of course, you were God's first, but you know what I mean. You were yours. And so you have to make sure that you are taking the proper care of yourself and just preserving the sweet parts of being a woman. Because we are so powerful. So make sure that you are preserving your power. Make sure that you are doing what is on your heart, what is the desire of your heart to do for yourself first and foremost. And so that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about, is just, you know, preserving your womanhood and just making sure that you are keeping up with the woman part of you, and not just being so focused on all the other titles that you have that you are neglecting that woman part of you, because that is one of the most powerful aspects of you, is being, you know, a woman. And so I just want to make sure that you are keeping in mind and just preserving that by any means necessary. Whatever it is that you like to do, whatever it is that you may have done before you came a mom, of course, if it's safe, of course, if it is respectful, you know, and it's within certain guidelines, get back to it. You know, one of my friends, and it's funny, but that's just who she is, used to skateboard, you know, and she just recently, and this young lady has been my friend since I have been in elementary at Lake Jim Elementary. And so she always liked to skateboard, even through middle school, high school, even while she was in college. That was her thing, to skateboard. And when she became a mom and then later on became a wife, she kind of stopped doing that. And then she is in top notch shape. So it's not because she's not in shape anymore. The babies didn't stop that, because that's her thing, to stay in shape. It's just because, you know, she said she didn't have time for it. So she kind of had to, you know how we say, put away childish things. That is the phrase that she used. She put away childish things. But then she also stated that she missed it, and that was a happy aspect. That was a happy factor of her life when she was on that skateboard. And so I recommended to her, you know, to get back to it. Get back on the skateboard. You know, it's not like you can't. Get back on and start doing it. And so she has, you know, she told me she was going to start doing it. I'm sorry, I don't know if she started, but I will check in with her in reference to that. But that was a happy space for her. And so the fact that she can recognize, you know, no matter what was going on in her world, no matter what she was engaged in, once she was on that skateboard, you know, she just felt better. That was the way that she released herself. That was the way that she was able to, you know, just come back to who she was as a woman. That's something that she enjoyed for herself, not for anyone else, but for herself. And so the fact that she was able to recognize it, that lets you know how important, you know, something so simple to me, maybe because I don't skateboard, I wouldn't dare get on a skateboard, I'm too clumsy for that. That was something that was important for her. That's a happy moment for her or whatever. And so the fact that she's able to recognize that and she brought it up to me is why I recommended for her to get back on the skateboard. girl, get your 33, well, she's 33, 34. Get yourself, back on that skateboard and do your thing or whatever. Just make sure, whatever it is that, again, it's within respectful guidelines. Because I know some of us, before we became moms, before we became wives, we was pretty off the Richter scale. So again, whatever it is, as long as it's respectful and it's within those respected guidelines or what have you, get back to it if it makes you happy. If it's going to, times that you feel like you're all over the place. If it's going to bring you back to yourself. If it's going to be that release aspect for you. If it's going to help you to stay calm. If it's going to help you to get back focused. Do whatever it is that's going to have you preserving who you are. Don't let go of who you are. For any reason at all. A lot of times it's okay for us to, I want to say it the right way. It's okay when we, if I can use the word tweak it to fit maybe your modern day lifestyle, because again, some of us was off the chain prior to motherhood and wifehood or whatever the case is. And so, if you have to, of course, tweak a few things in order to, respect your current situation, because your old self will not work for your new situation. Of course, you do that, but again, the safe things that you were doing, the happy things that you were doing, the things that kept you elevated, kept you balanced. If you can, just get back to that in order to preserve yourself, because you want to be happy with you at the end of the day. It's okay being happy with being a mommy and being happy with being, somebody's wife or somebody's, girlfriend or whatever the case is, whatever other title that you hold. But make sure that you are happy with yourself. You know how we like to say, make sure you're happy with yourself in real life and not just on social media. Make sure you're happy with yourself. Make sure you're content with yourself at the end of the day. Make sure you are, if your name is Jamie, make sure you are content with Jamie. Make sure you are content with Jessica. I like to make sure that I am content with Bianca. Not just being anybody's wife or being anybody's mom or whatever. I want to make sure that I am content with me at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And so that's all I want to talk to you guys about. Just preserving your womanhood. The most important part that makes you up is that womanhood. And so get back to those things that help you to preserve who you are. Okay? I love you guys. Again, I'm going to finish my mood board. I'm going to finish it. Again, my mommy was here, and that is my girl, dog. I love that lady. So I spent time with her, and I did receive, like I said, a mood board from 2 people, and you guys, your mood board was really, really good. And so thank you guys for that. And so just continue to work on that, and just continue to, ultimately do things that's going to get you to the better version of yourself, for yourself, most importantly. Okay, guys, keep your head up. Keep your feet planted and keep your heart pure. Again, happy Mommy Monday, and cheers to a bomb behind Mom Week. Bye-bye.